And okay, can't hear me yet. I can't hear myself. Yeah.
I can't hear you.
I can't hear. I can't hear me yet. At least we're on, so the streaming is going. That's the main thing. Test. And Trevor. Oh. All right. So 8-7. Haha, we got her. Hey, and a good evening. Welcome to the Highlander Activity Center. We have got high school wrestling coming your way here as Valley City takes on Central Cass and Fargo Davies. Originally, this was just going to be Fargo Davies, but Central Cass is in. And Kirk Olson joining me, Paul McDonald here, along with Kirk Olson. And Kirk, kind of an interesting story about how this matchup went on. I was talking with Trevor Hansen on Coach's Corner on Wednesday, and originally they weren't going to schedule Central Cass. And Central Cass didn't want to schedule us.
Well, Central Cass didn't want to even wrestle any duels.
Right, even though they were going to bump up to Class A.
Correct.
They would just say, well, we'll just not worry about state and just, not have anything. And they actually were winning.
And lo and behold, look what happened.
And so Coach Hansen said to our athletic director, Rob Hunt, they actually could get into state. We better put them on the schedule. Mm-hmm. And they were thinking either a triangular with somebody or, something where they could work it out. Well, it worked out tonight. That Central Cass is here. Of course, Davies and Central Cass have already wrestled, so they're not going to wrestle each other tonight. It'll just be Valley City and Central Cass and Valley City and Fargo Davies. But kudos to Central Cass. They've had an outstanding year in their first year in Class A.
Yeah.
And a possibility at that number 4 seed to get into state.
Correct. And, excuse me, I've said this before, as you take the Class A and Class B. I don't think there's that much difference when you get into the top tiers, but you're wrestling each individual on a weight and not where you're from, so that's where Castleton. I mean, I'm looking at the numbers here, man. They have 15 coaches, including that coach.
They have more coaches than wrestlers.
Yeah, the amount they have in 7th and 8th grade. I mean, they're doing something over there where they're getting kids out for wrestling, and you're seeing them improve. There's no doubt about that. And they chose to go up in A, didn't they?
Yeah.
For wrestling.
Yeah, they chose it. They weren't asked. They weren't forced. They chose.
Which I think maybe off air we were talking about it last week, is that Castleton, maybe that's easier for them to get to state in the Class A than they would the Class B, because you have such horses of Lisbon. You got to go through Lisbon to get there. Who else in
Region 1? Because that'd be Region 1.
Yeah, it's just really difficult to get in there. So they figured, well, let's go Class A and see how we fare.
Now, I don't know. I don't know if South Border's in there.
Yeah, they might be.
I think because you can take 2 teams out of the regions that go to the state, and I think South Border's the other team, and they're always 1 and 2 with Lisbon. Yep. And what helps too is that your athletic director is also your wrestling coach.
Yep.
Travis Lamar. His daughter is one of the top female wrestlers in the state of North Dakota as well, and I believe ranked number 1 or number 2, but she's in the top 5 or 6 in the state in wrestling in her weight class. He's got a son, Mason, that's a 7th grader that will be wrestling here tonight. He'll be wrestling the 3rd match against Zach Anderson, and already 1 match here in the JV. Quincy Corbin defeated Alex Call in the opening match. Corbin's got a couple of matches here tonight in this JV. We've got 8 JV matches. Then we'll have our varsity matchups. Could be quick tonight with the wrestling for varsity, because the illnesses have made its way into the wrestling room.
Yep, and that's always a scary thing about wrestling is at you hope you get that bug in the middle of the year, not the end of the year. And it seems when it comes in, it goes right through everybody. So it's not much you can do. It's like you're going to get it. So
you've got at least, you have the Hunt boys, and especially when you have more than 1 wrestler in a household.
Yeah, true.
Then it's gonna work its way through. Yep. Hunt boys are out. Austin Jewett, a senior, is out, and which is tough tonight to have a senior out. It's parents' night tonight. They're gonna have the parents thing between the 2, but of course his brother Carter, the triplets, along with Darcy. But Austin won't be here, but Carter will be here, and I'm sure he'll represent his brother as well. And on senior night tonight. And you've got those 3 gentlemen that are going to be out right now as far as the boys are concerned. But at one time, they had 6 wrestlers that were out. And talking with Mr. Hunt and talking with Coach Miller earlier, you don't want to, there's a pin as Leighton Hendrickson gets a pin here over Aiden Peterson. Leighton, who just announced Student of the Month for the month of January, and the 9th grade, and he wins here by pin. But why bring in, if you're sick, why come into the wrestling room and then the possibility of getting other kids sick? Stay home, play its course, and you'll get back at it.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, but a lot of times you know, they think they just have maybe the sniffles and they go,
Yeah.
and it's just, you know, until you're really sick, well, by that time you've spread it. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, we were fortunate enough when we practiced in a gymnasium, so we had 3 mats end to end. You know, now a practice room, wrestling room, that's small enclosures and heated. So I mean, someone gets a cold, it's going to spread pretty quick in there.
It is the Freestead wrestling room, which I think is only about 4 or 5 years old.
No, it's older than that.
Because I know they had a dedication when I first moved here 6 years ago.
Yeah, they named it after him, but it was built when they built the hack.
Okay, and that was the early 2000s that they had that.
Yeah.
So we're Zach Anderson right now is on the mat taking on Mason Lamar at the 7th grader. And it's a 2-0 advantage right now for Zach, as this is the first of the third JV match. Quincy Corbin won his match over Alex Call 10-7. Leighton Hendrickson won by pin. And then Zach Anderson wrestling here against Mason Lamar. The Squirrels, they do travel well. Good contingent of Central Cass fans that are here tonight. And coming in, Varsity, they are 6-3 in the EDC and 7-9 overall coming into play tonight. So they're looking at that number 4 seed, but they pick up a win tonight. Devils Lake is 1 match ahead of them. And Devils Lake, actually, they have Fargo South tonight, which should be a winnable match for Devils Lake.
Don't they have? I believe there's a tiebreaker that if they beat Valley, they have to beat them by so much.
But
for them to get into that 4th. That I was just talking to one of the coaches a little bit about that. I don't know how it works, but
and there is that possibility that they'd have to win, because right now they're up on Grand Forks Central by 1 game. Central is 5-4, and Central Cass is 6-3. Central has Red River tonight. They should win that match, which would put them at 6-4. So Central Cass would have to win tonight to guarantee not having the tiebreak. They lose. Now you go into that tiebreaker with with Grand Forks Central to see if they were going to get that number 4 seed. But if they win, and who knows if Devils Lake gets upset in their match against Fargo South, well, then they're tied with Devils Lake for the number 3 spot. But it still looks like they will go in as that number 4 seed, which means they will take on Bismarck High, who will be the number 1 seed out of the West. Thanks for coming, by the way.
That's what it sure seems like. You know, you always hope you get a little, you know, you get a little glimmer of hope that, yeah, we possibly could. No.
Yeah, no.
No.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Your first state tournament as a Class A school, and you get the best team in the world.
I mean, and you know what? And talking to coaches too, and other guys, it's almost that Bismarck would have to have their worst performance from every single wrestler, and your team would have to have the top best performance out of every wrestler.
Yes.
To even have a glimpse of beating Bismarck High in a duel. So it's very difficult to do. And they got so many options that they can flip-flop weights and move them around. And guys that are backups can come in and beat somebody. And, it's
Well, there was a joke there for a while. The second best team in the state of North Dakota in wrestling was Bismarck's second 14.
Yeah.
But they'll look there at 9-0. Bismarck High, 16-1 overall. Bismarck Century and Wilson both at 6-1 in the West. So it does look like Bismarck will be that top seed, which means Central Cass would get them in the opening round. Mason Lamar is trailing 11-3, but in the final 20 seconds of the second period, he's got Zach Anderson on his back.
If Zach Anderson is anything like his dad when he wrestled, he's very stubborn and hard to pin. And you know what? I've seen that with Zach Anderson. Very difficult to pin. That's a long time to be on your back right there, and he just did it.
Well, now it's 11-6, 3 near-fall points for Lamar. And I'm sure that's got to frustrate a wrestler that you think you've got this kid down, and you just can't do it.
Yep.
So Anderson will choose down as he has the choice here. This is our third junior varsity match. Bowen Bulow and Gallagher Wheeler will be our next match. Again, we have 8 JV matches tonight, and none of the girls are wrestling. Of course, the girls have their East Region coming up in Carrington next week.
That is next week in Carrington.
In Carrington. And Now there's Zach. He's got a reversal. He's up 13-6.
He's going to stretch him out pretty well here, too.
Plenty of time to try to get that pin.
Needs to arch his back.
Zach, the 7th grader, as is Lamar. Oh, now he's reversed and right into a half.
Oh.
And now Zach went up 16-8. It was 16-6. Then the reversal made it 16-8.
Yeah.
Coach Lamar there with the hat on.
That's 7th graders here for you.
Yep. Now it's 16-11.
Yeah. Coach Lamar is just taking his hat off, almost ready to throw it at his own son.
His own kid. Yeah.
But it's his own wrestler. You tell him to put a half in. He does something the opposite.
And now if he's not careful, Zach could twist over and get a reversal here.
Yeah. Zach's going to work on getting his hip over.
40 seconds to go in the 3rd period.
If Mason Lamar would just put a half on, I think he might have it here.
Mason with the 100-pounder. Zach at about 114. Well, he's listed 114. There's the pin. With 27 seconds to go, Lamar gets the pin. And now that will bring up Bowen Bulow and Gallagher Wheeler. Getting back to Highlander Wrestling again. The girls, 6 girls on the team. 4 went to the Belle of the Brawl in Castleton on Saturday. We only had 4 girls there. Still finished 12th out of 40 teams, and all 4 girls placed. And I know Miley Christensen just chatted with her a little bit down on the bench. A little disappointed that she took 2nd because the girl that beat her, she had beaten earlier in the year. And there's a 2-point takedown for Wheeler up 2-0. So she was a little disappointed that she lost and took 2nd, but that was her first match after being out for about 10 days. She obviously had some practice before that match, but she had been out for a while, so that was her first taste of competition. But I'm sure at 17-2 we'll see her back at it, and they will have their East region coming up. And again, on the injury front, Haley Ford has been banged up, and she did not go to the Bell. And we all know Victoria Sanchez. We talked about that with the emergency appendectomy. And Victoria, I got a feeling you might be watching. If not, if anybody did get a hold of her, we are thinking about her. Get healthy and wrestling will be around again next year. You're a senior.
Yep.
Would love to see you back this year, but don't push it. And we'll hopefully get if she gets back, and she'll be one of those young ladies that we could see on the podium, at least in the EDC or in the East Region tournament in Carrington, and
Correct.
get to the state tournament. That would be one of, if we can get all 6 of our wrestlers qualifying for the state competition here.
And we should. I mean, we have some really good girls wrestling coming out of Valley City here. So hopefully she can get healthy. Victoria, definitely like to see her get healthy and be able to place at the state.
Last year at 7-7 in her first year, Gabby Hannig and Deegan Kirschman both really want to improve on what they did, last year, and get up on that podium, get as far in the state tournament as they possibly can. And, of course, Miley Christensen will be defending the state championship as well. And Brooke Bundy at 190, who placed last year, and she would like to place a little bit higher. And you talk about these young ladies at the Belle of the Brawl, they actually wrestled up a couple of classes, as Gabby Deegan actually wrestled up to 130, and normally she's at, I think, at the 118, 124, and she wrestled at 130 and took 3rd place at the Bell.
And that's crazy to think about, giving up that much weight. If it doesn't sound like a lot, but 5-6 pounds is a big difference when you're wrestling, and that's impressive. And you know what? Sometimes that's what you need to go up a few classes, get better, pushing that weight around, so you can push your own weight around.
And that will be again in Carrington next week. East Region for the boys also coming up here next weekend. And after tonight, the Highliners will start to taper a little bit and get ready for that East Region with Colton Griebel been nursing a bum knee, and so he did not wrestle in Aberdeen last weekend. Ethan Miller took 4th. We had about 2 or 3 wrestlers that placed in the top 8 in that Aberdeen Leo Wolf Invitational. And, of course, it was different weight class. And Ethan Miller, who normally 172 and has actually wrestled as far up as 189, wrestled at the 165 weight class. Well, there was a 4-pound allowance, so it was actually 169. So he was able to wrestle at that weight class and took fourth in Aberdeen. We're about 55 seconds left here. This is period number 2, our fourth match here in the junior varsity. This is Bowen Buellow's trailing Gallagher Wheeler by a 4-0 margin. 40 seconds goes second period. Quincy Corbin will have his second match against Riley Miller coming up. Trenton Geisel will take on Alex Hansen. Jack Leroot and Carver Kosowski, and then Trevor Mathias and Aiden Peterson will wrap up this junior varsity match. And now a Bowen. There's a half that he's getting him over. Bowen trying to bridge out of this. And cannot. It's the pin. 16 seconds to go in the second period. So Wheeler picking up the fall and picking up the win. It'll bring up Quincy Corbin, will get his second match in. He won 10-7 over Alex Call earlier. So Quincy will get his second go around here. Again, no team score is kept officially, but of course I like to keep the team score. And right now the Highlanders trailing 12-9. As
what math are we doing here?
We're doing that Moorhead math.
Moorhead math.
Yeah, my dad is looking at me going right now, going, "Come on, man, show your work." I tell you better than that. Oh, Wyatt has got a Iowa wrestling sweat hoodie on. I wonder why he's wearing that.
Well, I wonder. We're going to see a lot more of those Iowa Hawkeye sweatshirts around here coming up.
Speaking of the Express Wrestling, they will have their Express Wrestling tournament coming up in March. They will have that on a Tuesday night. I want to say it's the second or third Tuesday in March that they're going to have the Express Wrestling tournament coming up here. The Wrestle Like a Girl, Girls Night, they will have that coming up in February. In a couple of weeks, they will have that here at the Hack. I know that went over huge last year, and again, it's just growing. We've talked about the growth of girls wrestling in North Dakota, and we got 30 girls in the Express Wrestling this year. And we'll have that'll be up. Of course, all these matches, all these events here at the Hack, you can watch live right here on the Highlander Activity Network, as well as go out and watch them over and over and over again. There's a takedown by Riley Miller.
So people can go on and listen to us.
As much as they like.
As much as they like.
Exactly.
That's probably not a good.
Not a good idea.
It's not a good promotion, is it? Just say that you could go.
You can watch it.
You can listen to us.
Yeah. You can mute it.
Turn the volume down and not having to listen to us. There you go.
That works. I think that's what your wife does. No, I'm kidding.
No, she mutes me. Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
And going through the front cradle here is Riley Miller. And, a turnover. Nice job by Quincy Corbin. And he's going to get a reversal.
Yes. Oh, he should have kept the head.
So it is 2-2. Now it's 3-2 at the end of the first period. Now, I know that there is, in tournaments, is there a certain number of minutes between matches, like 45 minutes?
Yeah.
Obviously, in JV is probably different, but Quincy hasn't waited 45 minutes to wrestle.
Yeah. I was wondering that too, if they would give him a little more time. But I suppose they're thinking that two matches in between should give them enough rest.
Yeah. But 3 matches in between, and you think each one goes 6 minutes. You allot for a little bit of extra time, maybe 20, 25 minutes. And so now Miller trying to roll him over, and Quincy rolls right into a reversal, and he's going to get near fall points. Up 4-3 here. Quincy Corbin against Riley Miller. Miller, a 10th grader. Here against Quincy Corbin, who is the 11th grader. He's definitely going to have at least 2 near fall. Still over a minute to go here in the second period. Here's the pin for Quincy Corbin. So that will come at 2:57. So the unofficial team score is 15-12.
Valley's up.
Valley's up.
There you go.
There we are. And Trenton Geisler. So Geisler and Haxa Hansen is an 8th grader, wrestling at about at the 114. And Trenton, one of the 7th graders, at 100 pounds, dripping wet. Doesn't look like he's 100. I'm just saying. But he's out there here against Hansen. Again, Hansen, the 8th grader, and Trenton is the 7th grader. This is match number 6 out of our 8 junior varsity matches. And then, of course, varsity matches to follow after a little bit of a warm-up. We're in our 6th junior varsity match. Trenton Geisler leading 2-0. And now on the verge of getting a pin against Alex Hansen. Again, they don't go by weight classes, or they don't go by weight classes. They just throw them out there.
Well, no, they do. They try to get them.
They try to match them up. Yes,
close enough.
Match them up. But as far as the order, it's kind of all over as far as the order is concerned. As I said, Trenton, again, a 100-pounder. Alex Hansen, a 114. And right now, Alex, he got himself the pin. 5 seconds left in the first period. Geisler comes up with the fall. Well, that was Jack. That was the 7th match. So I missed one. We were talking off mic there. So I missed what happened in Trenton's. I'll have to double check. We can go back and look at the video and find out. But here is Trevor Mathias against Aiden Peterson. And this is the last JV match. And then we'll have probably just about a 5 to 10 minute break. And then we'll get things going here for our varsity match tonight. And the Highliners more than likely will be open at 3, possibly 4 weight classes. They could move Andenbulo to 215. There's a takedown there for Mathias, up 2-0. And now he's got a cradle on here, and he's going to get near fall points.
Yep.
Minute 10 to go in the period. Didn't have real good grip. He'll try it again. He will be up 4-0 with the near fall. 55 seconds to go. We're in period number 1, our final junior varsity match of the evening. Also, they're going to have Express Wrestling. They're going to do the Wrestling Buddies tonight. And that's Parents' Night. Another, oh yeah, they had back. He will get near fall points, go 6-0, and then a near reversal by Peterson. His 8th and second match here tonight. And whistle for potentially dangerous. You talk about wrestling parents, Kirk. That is a tight-knit group because a lot of travel involved, a lot of hotel stays involved in tournaments.
A lot of, I call them butt splinters, sitting in. No one gets them anymore because they're all
plastic.
Plastic,
yes.
But they used to be the wood bleachers, and you get splinters. But yeah, I am amazed at what my parents went. Came and sat at tournaments all day long. Mm-hmm. You become close knit because that's what you do. You sit around and visit for the entire day, and you cheer on each other's kids.
And one thing I have said over the years in covering wrestling, not just in Valley City but at other jobs, wrestling parents are probably the only group of parents, and a lot of times it's dad, but mom every once in a while, that really get into it. And you will see them contort and twist, especially if either one wrestled in their life.
I thought Valley City did that a few years ago. They had a camera set up and had videotaping the parents, and I think they showed that at their awards night and everything like that. It's pretty darn funny watching the parents, and they think they're just sitting calmly, but they're really not.
Yes, no.
A lot of leaning and twisting, and so. But you know what? It's not a monetary investment so much as it is as a heart, sweat, and tears, because you don't understand when there's a kid that needs to try to lose 3 pounds overnight, and what they're doing, and then you got to help your kid beat them away from the kitchen.
Yes.
Or no, you can't have that. Give me that. You're helping your kid out to be the best they can, and the discipline that you get with it. So I mean, that's I can't remember who was. I think Dan Gable always said, I wrestled, so everything is easy.
The Hall of Fame wrestling coach at Iowa is who you're referring to. Mm-hmm. And you look at wrestling parents, all sports, football, basketball, baseball, hockey, soccer. They start young, but do they all start in kindergarten like they do in wrestling? Because you have kindergartners out there for Express Wrestling.
Yeah, some are. I mean, that's I guess I compare wrestling to like gymnastics. It's such a body awareness activity that kids at a younger age, plus then they're developing their muscles and everything. It's so good for them growing up, and then going into different sports. That's one thing I think. If you see multi-sport athletes, wrestlers, a lot of them were good in track and cross country, or a lot of them played baseball. The state champ from Dickinson last year, I think, is playing baseball in Jamestown now. It's like, they're just pretty good athletes. I think that's what football coaches, they like to have those wrestlers on their team because they're not, they're out there to work hard.
They have especially if they're on the offensive defensive line, they have that base. They know how to use their body as leverage. But the athletic part of it, it's not just brute strength. There's also you got to be smart. You're thinking on your feet or on your back, depending on the situation. But you got to constantly be thinking of what you need to do.
Yeah, well, I mean, Nebraska right now. Nebraska has a football player that is out for wrestling. They talked him into coming out for wrestling, and now he's being pretty dominant in the upper weight classes in the Big Ten.
Got a minute to go, third period. This is Trevor Mathias against Aiden Peterson. Mathias up 11-0. Highlanders will win this JV portion, but of course we're not keeping score. I am. No one else is. I'm the only one that likes to keep score at home.
There's nothing wrong with keeping score, folks.
No. That's how you get into it and really follow what's going on. Highlanders, of course, will be coming in 5-10 for the varsity, and will not make the state tournament as a team. We'll have the East Region coming up here next week. This is the final few days of the regular season. That's why the Central Cass girls are here. They'll try to wrestle their way into the state duel. Headlock here by Trevor. He's got 20 seconds to go.
That was your video is not in slow motion.
The reversal there by Peterson.
That was a slow motion headlock there, and that's what happens when you go in slow-mo. You don't get the takedown.
Well, Trevor Mathias is going to get the win. 11-3 of the final. That's a major decision. So I'm just going to guess 31-12. That's probably a pretty good guess. But now it looks like we might have another match here.
Final JV match for the Squirrels, Logan Anthony, and for the Highlanders, Quincy Corbin.
So they did say Quincy had 3. They did say he had 3, but they didn't have him on the list.
Yeah.
They didn't have his third match on the list. So Quincy is going out there one more time. And so far he's 2-0.
Wonder if he's wrestling anywhere this weekend. He's losing all this weight just wrestling tonight.
I don't think he is.
Okay.
And that was something that Coach Hansen was talking about, too, with wrestling. You don't want to have a lot of matches here before the East Region. You constant weigh-ins and trying to make weight. You just want to start tapering, and that's what he said they're going to do. Tomorrow they'll have a good hard practice. Then they'll have a good one on Monday, and then probably Tuesday they'll start backing off a little bit as they get ready for the East Region next weekend.
And where's the East Region at?
That's what I was just looking up, as you mentioned there. As I was reading your mind again, and I'm sorry for that.
That's scary.
I know. I'm sorry, but it is at Davies this year. It's going to be at Fargo Davies.
Okay.
And, of course, Fargo Davies has a great video streaming system, so I'm going to guess the entire tournament will be video streamed for Davies, even though it is a regional, but I'm pretty confident that they'll be doing that. Because I think one year when we were there, when you and I were there, were doing wrestling, the Wehrmeyer's dad was kind of running the video streaming.
Correct, yep.
Because he had a couple of boys. His son, I think, was a state champ.
That's right.
And Davies is here tonight, as a matter of fact. And I believe there's another Wehrmeyer that is on the list for Fargo Davies.
Gus.
Malachi.
Oh, then there's 189 and 285.
Yeah, there's one. Oh, boy. That is 189 and 285. Gus is a sophomore. Malachi, a junior. So Quincy Corbin getting his third match of the night, trying to go 3-0 here in a matter of about a half an hour, 45 minutes. As he is up 2-0.
He pinned his second match, right?
Well, yep, he won 10-7 in his first match over Alex Call, and then defeated Riley Miller by pin in his second match.
Okay, so that's good that he had a fall in that second match, so he didn't have to go the full.
Yeah, that was the early
minutes.
Second period. There's a takedown for Quincy. And he's another one of those junior varsity kids that gets some varsity experience as well. At the Bismarck Rotary about 2-3 weeks ago, he wrestled varsity on Friday, got eliminated, then turned on and wrestled Saturday in the JV and placed during the JV portion of the tournament. That was the tournament Jaden Sewer won his weight class at 145.
And that's a tough tournament.
Yes.
JV. Varsity is very tough. JV is tough. I mean, it's just the numbers of people out there.
And you can, you have teams that can bring unlimited number of wrestlers.
Yeah.
And I think it was at the Store Hog in Lisbon. I saw that Lisbon had 25 kids, and you're going to win as a team because you got 25, and probably 15 of them are going to place somewhere.
Yeah.
Minute 3 to go, second period, 4-0. Quincy Corbin. This is our final junior varsity match tonight. And then we'll have our varsity match to follow. And that's scheduled for 6 o'clock, so we'll be right on schedule tonight. And then between matches, it'll be Parents' Night. And then we'll have the varsity with Fargo Davies and Valley City. Fargo Davies already locked down that number 2 seed in the East region, as they are 8-1. Cheyenne at 9-0. Of course, Cheyenne beat them, but that night, Davies, we were kind of watching it. They had 6 wrestlers out that were sick.
Yep.
That's why it went from 7-6 to 24-7.
Yeah, I mean, and let's talk about sickness. Let's not just talk about our own.
Yeah.
That runs through other wrestling rooms too. So this is, you know what? I wonder how prominent it is this year with the nice weather we've been having. It's
Good
probably
call.
not as
Yeah.
prominent,
Right.
You know, or maybe we don't have as many kids.
Yep.
As we have in the past, but
That's a good point.
yeah, I mean, it's just, usually middle of winter. Usually this is the middle of winter.
It is. We have another month of winter,
Yeah.
though you wouldn't know it by 48 degrees outside.
Yeah.
We've got our January thaw pretty early here.
And no one is complaining. That's
Not
for
one
sure.
iota. And
In
if anybody
fact-
is,
In fact, I saw in Sydney, Montana,
right off the border.
right off the border, they have wrestling practice outside.
Really?
It was 60 degrees. They brought the mats out and we're practicing at 65. 65 degrees. They brought the mats outside and we're practicing outside. I saw that on social media. So,
Wow. Very interesting.
well, I mean,
Why
65.
not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When can you say that we went outside to practice wrestling? January 31st.
Well, another
30th
case in point here in town, Valley City State softball team practicing outside
Yep.
all week. They've been practicing outside.
Yeah.
And because the turf over Locken Stadium is in great shape, and
You know why this weather is so good is because we just have gosh darn good people in North Dakota.
amen to that, brother.
And he's, good Lord's just taking care of us all up
He
here.
said, you know what, you guys had a rough couple of winters.
He slapped our hands last year.
Yep. And
Cleaned it up.
He gave us a test, and we passed the test. He's
Yep.
like, you know what, here's your reward.
Yep. We're going to give you some nice weather here.
You know, every once in
And,
a while.
and all those farmers out there, don't worry, you're going to get some rain here in March, so we're all going to be good.
Yep. It is 6-0, now 9-0 here. Quincy Corbin with a half minute to go in the third period. He's got to be getting tired. He had one full match, won 10-7. He won by fall early in the second period. And now up here, 9-0, pardon me, with 15 seconds to go. And this will be a major decision if it stays as is.
Yeah. Well, actually, he's getting back
Yeah,
points
he's
now.
going to get some. Still be
He
a
wants the
major.
pin.
He does. He ain't going to get it.
No.
That's near 12. Nothing is the final, so still a major decision for Quincy.
Winner by major decision, 12-0 for the Highliners.
So
I
Quincy Corbin with 3-0.
I don't have any say in the Farmers Union Highliner Wrestler of the Week, but if that doesn't give a qualification for it, I don't know what does. 3 matches, 3-0.
I believe Chase Coughlin is this week's Wrestler of the Week. I'd have to check my email that I get from Mr. Miller every week and let you know. I talked to his brother Carter.
Yeah, don't be spreading rumors. No,
I won't.
We have to know.
We have to be, don't let the facts get in the way of a good story, though.
Yeah.
I learned that in the newspaper business. No, I kid.
Yeah, I haven't got out there and got on the social media yet to forward that on. Just happy to support the wrestlers, give recognition where it needs to be, and like one of those right there, that's a great qualification for one.
And we will let you know. But we've got the varsity coming up here. Valley City and Central Cass. Again, slated for 6 o'clock, so we are right on target.
We're going right into it, aren't we?
I think they're going to have the starting lineup, so they're not going to waste any time. I'm going to shut my mic off, take a quick sip of water, and we'll be back. We've got varsity wrestling coming up. Valley City and Central Cass live here on the Highliner Activity Network.
For the Squirrels, John Call. And for the Highliners, Chase Conlon. Quentin Lamar. And for the Highliners, Hunter Undum. At 145 pounds for the Squirrels, Hunter Parisian. And for the Highliners, Jaden Sir. At 152 pounds for the Squirrels, Aiden Thummel. And for the Highliners, Tyson Clavo. At 160 pounds for the Squirrels, Adrian Ahrens. And for the Highliners, Carter Jewett. At 172 pounds for the Squirrels is Cade Olsen Tinglestead. And for the Highliners, Ethan Miller. At 189 for the Squirrels, Caden Graber. And for the Highliners, Brian Muskie. At 215 for the Squirrels, Mitchell Melander. And for the Highliners, Andon Bulow. At heavyweight for the Squirrels, Jennings Cooney. And the Highliners are open. Your official for tonight's matches is Scott Brown. The Squirrels are coached by Travis Lamar. He's assisted by Jeremiah Sullivan, Gavin Wright, Zach Oden Lamar, Kyle Alston, Tammy Lamar, and Drew Urbach. Also Jake Deutsch. The Highliners are coached by Trevor Anderson, Aaron Larson, Tim Miller, Dustin Kruger, Brandon Larson, Austin and Bennett, Ron Olstead, Sam Rieger, Mark Miller, and Tucker Johnson. The Highliners won the flip and have chosen to report first for the even matches. At 107 for the Squirrels will be John Call.
Back here at the Highline Activity Network, Valley City and Central Cass, we are set to go. 107, the reigning wrestler of the week, Chase Coughlin. And he will be going up against John Call here at 107 as we start things here in our varsity match tonight.
John Call is a sophomore going against our eighth grader.
Chase in the match against West Fargo a couple weeks or last week came up with a pin in his match.
Nice double leg takedown there by Coughlin. Didn't quite finish it. If you're watching, you can see that he wasn't on his toes there when he kept driving in, but looks like we're going to be off the mat here.
There it is. So both in the neutral position.
Looks like there might be a little height difference here too between Call and Coughlin.
Chase
sprawling back on there, but with those long arms that Call has, he can grab an ankle there, which he just did.
Did and got the takedown for two. Our first match at 107, 53 seconds to go in the period. Power half.
Oh,
nope.
Technical violation. He did a full Nelson on that.
Yep.
Touched the head.
So that is a point for Chase, makes it 2-1. Chase trailing.
Oh, I was hoping they'd leave the lights on, but
takedown for Coughlin after the takedown. He got near fall. He's up 5-2. $19 seconds to go here in the period. Will be 5-2.
Chase does a great job of controlling the hip.
At the end of one, Coughlin leads 5-2.
You know what? The other thing about Chase Coughlin, I'm seeing him getting stronger every time I see him. Seems like he's getting stronger.
Yeah.
Being only 8th grader, it'll be fun when he gets his man muscles, as Coach Larson and Coach Hansen call them.
And there's a number of our wrestlers right now. We can't wait when that happens.
Exactly.
Pretty much over half of our roster.
Yep. Once again, here's the long arms putting a cradle on Coughlin. See, not give no back points.
Holding on to a 5-2 lead, minute 20 to go.
And I'm seeing Call putting in the legs and riding and trying to turn him over here and not having much success on it, going for a power half.
Now on the near edge of the mat, 55 seconds to go. Seems a little darker in that corner than it used to be. I don't know why.
Yeah, they should have left those lights on.
Yeah, they have the lights off on the side.
Yeah. No back points there on that power half he had. If he kept one walking around, Call would have had some back points, but.
Trying for the cradle? No.
Nope, he's putting in the 2 legs, and this is sort of a stalling tactic. He's probably saw that there's 30 seconds left. Trying to put a power half in here. Now this is a judgment call by the official, and he's calling a stalemate, or was he going to call a stall on Coughlin for just grabbing the arm and holding on?
Looks like a stalemate was what was called. .15 seconds to go.
Hoping Coughlin could get a stand up there and get a 1-point escape.
That'll end the second period. So John Call trailing 5-2 to Chase Coughlin at 107. And he will take down with the thought of maybe a quick escape and then a takedown or a reversal.
Call had a nice stand up there and it was quick, and they gave him the 2 reversal.
So it's now 5-4. Chase leading with a minute and a half to go.
Chase should have caught that leg before Call put it in, and you know, this takes a lot out of a guy because it's easy work trying for a pinning combination with the leg in, and it's difficult as the bottom guy trying to defend it.
Minute 15 remaining. 5-4, Chase Coughlin leading. We're in the third period. Final home duels here for Valley City. 5-10 on the year coming in.
Coughlin's got to start moving or he's going to hit him with a stall.
There's a caution.
Yep.
Or warning.
Warning for stalling. And the reason why they give him that, he's not really working to get out or to maneuver. And as bad as this sounds, because when an offensive wrestler puts the legs in, he can go back and forth. He makes it look like he's working, but he's really not doing anything. Because right now, Call has both legs in. All he's doing is pushing down the head.
Stalemate.
And that's a good call by the official. Get that, if he's not trying to turn him over. Okay, looks like he's gonna let him up. Give him 1 point, 6-4.
Chase leading with 30 seconds to go in the period.
Nice shuck there by Coughlin, didn't get that, but one thing Chase can't shoot in This is where his weakness is right there.
Quick glance at the clock there by Call. 9 seconds
Chase
to go.
has to keep that leg. If he holds that leg, he's not going to get a takedown, and he doesn't.
So a 6-4 win for Chase Coughlin over John Call.
Wasn't pretty, but he got it done. He had the good first period, and just having to listen to hear who's going now.
Yeah.
Derek Jorison, freshman, is going against Zach Anderson.
The 7th grader.
Now you got to remember, Zach wrestled earlier.
He was the 3rd in those 8
Yep.
or those 9, so
Yep.
he's had some time.
Which is good, though. You get a warm-up, too.
Yeah.
So
Jorson gets the takedown.
oh, goes right into a double chicken wing. And a pin.
And the pin. 35 seconds in. So Jorson gets the win by fall to make it 6-3. And
here
I'll
we
open
got
here for the
2
Highlanders.
opens.
And my Moorhead math will tell me it'll be 18-3 after that.
And 121 for the Squirrels, Ben Quitschreiber.
So Quitschreiber was announced for Central Cass. And the Highlanders also open at 127. Brady Peterson will get his arm raised. And then we'll have Colton Griebel here at 133.
133 pounds for the Squirrels, Aiden Boder.
And
For the Highlanders, Colton
Aiden Boder, 9th grader.
Yep. Just seeing him down in the junior varsity down there. This is what they call throwing a lamb to the lion.
the sacrificial lamb.
Sacrificial lamb.
Yeah, 2-point takedown for Colton.
Yeah.
Of course, Colton now is.
Remember, Colton's the one that doesn't play with his food.
No. Quite never liked it when I said you play with your food. He didn't like that too much.
Yeah. No.
But Colton said, and Colton's the one that actually said it.
Yeah.
In an interview. He says,
Yeah,
I don't play with my food.
Yeah, I don't play with my food. I just. And just like what he's doing right now, he's not letting him up, taking him down.
And there's win number 164 in his career.
Right. Nice job.
And that'll come at 41 seconds. So Colton picks up the win, now makes it a 18-9 game. And now here's Hunter Undum. Peyton Lamar, the eldest of the Lamar kids, the senior. Dad Travis, the AD,
and he
head
is
athletic or head coach.
I believe Peyton is ranked, isn't he? Do you have your rankings?
I thought I threw him in my book when I left the office, but I don't think I did this time. But you know, I have a good place to find it.
There you go.
I'm not as dumb as some people say I am.
No comment.
Yeah, thank you.
No
Appreciate
comment.
that. This is a
Yeah. And Hunter Undum being a just a freshman, he could upset somebody here. Needs to defend a little better on shots. As you can see, Lamar has a nice single leg on here, being patient to finish it. Undum's really doing a good job of whizzering.
well, to be honest, he is not listed.
Oh, he's not.
He is
Okay.
not. I think he might have been earlier in the year.
Okay.
As I always look at the weight classes, one ahead and one behind.
Yeah, because you never know where they're being ranked at. Nice little sit out there by Hunter. Yeah, and Hunter Undum has his little fan club up here.
Yeah. It's good to have a fan club, though.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely. I want a fan club.
I used to have one, but then I had to take the teddy bear and give it to Goodwill. And actually, in the very first coaches poll, Peyton Lamar was ranked 6th at 139 at the beginning of the season. So you were right. He was ranked.
He was ranked.
And
so
that was the
fallen
first
out.
poll of the year.
Nice little switch here. Undum choosing up. Switch and scooting. Lamar's got the 2-point reversal.
And it's up 4-0 with 1:44 to go in the period. We're at 139 pounds. Undum, the freshman. One of those kids that, you know, again, when he grows into his body, gets a couple years older, it'll be fun to see where he plays up. Very good football player.
Well, I swear he grew about 8 inches.
Oh, he went up.
height,
Yeah, he
too.
did. He did.
Very tall now.
Kind of tall and lanky. We're at a minute to go here in the second period. 18-9 for the duel. Advantage to Central Cass. Got that chicken wing.
He's got double chicken wing walking over the head here.
Lamar, the senior. 45 seconds in the period.
I'm going to have to go to the chiropractor just watching this.
He's got him bent out. Well, he got him. He is twisted, but.
Yeah. Has he counted?
I didn't. He did count earlier. He's got 3 right now. It looks like he's going to award at least 3.
Well, then what Lamar needs to do is clear his hips, sit out. Yeah, that's what. Well, short time with 10 seconds.
It'll be at least 7-0 after this period is concluded. Lamar just kind of holding on for dear life until the end of the period. And there it is. So he gets 3 near fall, makes it 7-0. Peyton Lamar. And Hunter will choose up. Neutral. So we start the third period, 18-9, advantage to, 7-0, advantage to Peyton Lamar. 18-9 the dual score.
There, Hunter, nice job going in for a throw. He didn't have it yet.
And Lamar will get the takedown, now leading 9-0.
I really like that aggressive move by Hunter, but you can't be sloppy. You still gotta execute and set your opponent up.
2 near fall points makes it 11-0 with 1:23 to go. See if Lamar is going to try to get that fall, or if he's just get that.
Lamar doesn't.
No.
He's probably tired of putting Hunter on his back and not getting anything for it. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
besides back points.
Back points, he's not getting the pin.
He's working hard for the pin, but just can't get him. That's frustrating.
55 seconds to go in the third period. Still 11-0 advantage to Peyton Lamar for 139 pounds. And the Highliners are going to be a little thin when we get to the upper weight classes. Not sure if they plan on moving anybody around or not.
I don't think they can.
I don't think they can either. Anambulo could move in at 215 and take the place of Dylan Hunt. Or Mari Ronsberg if they want to throw him in there at 215. But our two heavyweights, Scott Rohde, is sitting on the bench after he had the foot surgery earlier this year. Right around the holidays. That took him out for the rest of the season.
That's unfortunate. Been nice to see Scott wrestle this year.
And winning it on the major decision, 11-0 the final for Peyton Lamar. Makes it a 22-9 advantage for the Squirrels. And now we come up to 145.
At 145 for the Squirrels, Hunter Parisian.
So Hunter Parisian.
And for the Highlanders, Jaden Sir.
And he'll take on Jaden Sewer. Here at 145. One of those matches, you see if you can steal a match or two, knowing you're going to have probably give up possibly 12 points at the end. Again, if you are just joining us, 3 of the Highlanders are out that would have been wrestling. Well, Anambulo really has been wrestling varsity. He's been mostly JV, but he could have moved into Dylan Hunt's spot, who is out, as his own Hunt with illness. Austin Jewett actually is the one that's out, not Anambulo. Austin Jewett is the one that's out tonight. Minute 15 to go here in the first period. Still no score between these two. Just waiting for something to give here.
Yeah, just a lot of hand fighting here with no setups. Or moving. Biggest thing is there's been no change of level. There's a nice change of level there by Sewer. Finishes with a little fireman's. He had a high crotch.
To get his head out there, he couldn't.
Well, he's still going to fight through this, and there he should get the 2.
There you go, there's 2 points. Jaden's up 2-0. 25 seconds to go here in the first period. And they run off the mat. Jaden Sewer leading 2-0 here at 145. And you talk about his man muscles just from this vantage point. Jaden looks like he's got his.
He's a freshman.
Yeah. And you talk about football. A lot of these guys, very good football players as well.
Well, he's got to move up on those legs, and he did.
Nicely done. Still keeps control, and that'll take care of the first period. Leading 2-0.
Sir leads 2-0.
And so it would be
Parisian chooses down. It's their choice.
So Sewer will get on here leading 2-0 as we start the second period. At 145 pounds.
Nice little tilt there.
And he's going to get some near fall.
Yep, but he's got to watch his own back.
Yep. Right now, 2 near fall points. Haven't been awarded yet.
Coy was good at that tilt right there. Yeah. It was like automatic and didn't care who you were, he did it on you.
Well, now he's got the 2 near fall points and a near reversal. They get him to give him a reversal. They did, so it's now 4-2. And Parisian now in control. He's trying to walk him around here. And they're off the mat. Ooh, good deal, too.
Potentially dangerous.
Yeah. Oh, yep. So we start with 55, the restart, 55 seconds to go. Here in period number 2 at 1:45, Jaden Seward leading under Parisian 4-2. Again, Parents' Night, and then we'll also have probably some JV matches before the varsity with Fargo Davies.
Have you heard? Do we know how many we're having
I have not
there?
heard. I did not ask, talk with Coach Kruger and Coach Miller of how many JV matches they'll have.
Okay.
$20 seconds to go in the period, still 4-2. Parisian hasn't done much with control here in the second period. Now he's trying to walk him around.
Yeah, he gets a chicken wing in and nothing happens.
So it'll be 4-2, and it will be Parisian's choice.
He's
no,
sure
it's
neutral. Sewer's choice, it'll be neutral.
4-2 your score, so we start the third period at 1:45. Now, when in the coaching world in wrestling, Kirk, this is something I don't know if I've asked you before, but have wondered. Valley City has a lot of coaches that wrestled when they did wrestle different weights. Do you have a coach that would say, okay, I'm going to work with the heavy, with the higher weights, one that work with the middle weights?
Yep, absolutely. That's what a lot of them do. You know, I know that Dustin Kruger works a lot with the smaller weights. You know, and Tim Miller being a bigger guy, he'll wrestle with the bigger guys and help them out. But, you know, everybody had their certain technique that was better. You know, whether it's better on your feet, riding, pinning, tilts, those types of things. So that's where you do get a multiple of coaches that do have a specific skill set that they help coach everybody on.
So Parisian lets him up, so it's 5-4 now. They get the escape. 5-4, final minute, third period here at 1:45.
Yeah, let's see how Jaden does here.
He kept him on the mat. But no way you're getting away from me.
There you go. Oh,
double leg,
no.
But it backfired. Still no control.
No control yet. Oh,
now he wanted to go for the throw, and he was out of spot. And still nothing.
Oh, he's going to give him two. He let go of it.
6-5. Parisian up. Final half minute, third period.
They each were trying to throw there. It's a dangerous thing about throwing. Both of you have the advantage to be able to throw at any time. And what happened there is Parzini was going to throw him, and Seward just rolled through and didn't quite get all the way through. So 20 seconds, one escape will tie this up.
Yep.
Reversal will win it. I mean, I think a good thing right now would be go up to a stand-up to a quick switch. And that wasn't anything quick there.
No, it wasn't. Jaden was even slow getting back to the restart position.
Yeah.
10 seconds to go here.
Boy, that's too bad. You got 20 seconds, anything can happen. He's
got the
right
chicken
now.
wing. I don't think he's going to get him over to get anything out of it, but it's going to be a 6-5 final. So Parisian wins it. And that makes it a 25-9 advantage for Central Cass. Now we're moving up to 152. Aiden Thumel. And Tyson Clabo. I think we talked about this last with the West Fargo match, how much Tyson has grown up and wide.
Yeah, his dad being so tall, he's getting some of that height there, too.
Matt was a hoopster in his day. Still is in the record books at Valley City State University for free throws. But that's another story altogether. 30 seconds gone here in the opening period. This is at 152. Tyson Clabo He is a ninth grader. Against Aiden Thummel, also a ninth grader for Central Cass. So far it is 4-2 as far as the matches, but of course 2 of those. Oh, there's a takedown.
Nice. I think he was going for a single, picking an ankle, and ended up getting 2 of them. Lowered his level and just came in on him, got both ankles, and Thummel was off balance there. Stand up and escape for Thummel. Is it Thummel, Tummel?
Thummel, I believe.
Thummel. Okay.
Off the lookout.
Oh.
He was heading into the bench.
Thummel could. I thought he was going to let go and throw him. He held on to him. That was
smart.
Yep.
2-1 advantage for Tyson Claybo. This is at 1:52, half minute to go. There's a single by Tyson.
Yep. Tyson's so tall. Nice trip.
Nice.
Oh,
nope, they
not
didn't
going to give him.
points.
He's whizzering on the right arm of Claybo. This is where we like to have the lights on so you can see.
Yeah. So they're both going to be in the neutral position. 8 seconds to go in the first period.
Claybo will go for the low ankle again. Yeah, he's just going to push him around, let the clock run out.
Claybo defers.
2-1 your score, and it is Claybo deferring. And Thummel will take down to start the period. We just start period number 2 here at 1:52. There's an escape.
Out.
And we're tied at 2. Claybo and Thummel just kind of sizing each other up right now. Oh, he's thinking about shooting again. He does.
That's the first shot that I've seen
Thummel
go in on. Oh.
No, takedown. 4-2 now, Thummel leading.
Claybo had it over under there. If he would have just held on to that, going down to the mat and cross-faced Thummel, he would have been able to have a throw there. But that's inexperience. Tyson being a ninth grader.
44 seconds to go. Still 4-2. Thummel leading. It doesn't look like a chicken wing on that left arm.
I think he's just trying to bar arm it.
And here the coaches shouting their instructions here to both wrestlers. Now there's some getting a count here. I believe that's Nielsen, our referee from Lisbon. Now he's got the half or the front cradle.
Yeah. Short time here. That's what Coach Larson's yelling at him.
And he got it with 1 second to go in the period.
Dag nabbit.
Thummel will get the pin. So that will come at 3:59 for the fall. With 1 second to go in the period. That makes it now 31-9 for Central Cass.
And 160 for the Squirrels.
Adrian Ahrens. And one of our seniors, Carter Jewett. Again, Aiden Ahrens.
Sophomore. They got a pretty young team here, don't they?
They have 4 seniors listed in the varsity. On Carter. One of the 3 seniors on the roster, along with triplet brother, Austin Jewett, Ethan Miller, Corbin Golomanoff, who started the year, then injured. Now as they work here, and early on first period at 160.
Carter shooting in with his elbows up. That's
There's
not
the throw.
good.
No. Quick throw there by Ahrens. He's got a takedown and some near fall.
Carter's trying to roll him over. I wish I could see what's on the other side of that.
Yeah,
And
there's
he can pop the head out.
got the reversal, so there'll be near fall and reversal. So it's 4-2, I believe.
Yep. Gave him 2 points near fall and 2 points reversal.
There we go. Trying to set up the half. Now they lets him up. 5-2 off the escape now. 5-2. Advantage here to Adrian Ahrens. We're at 160 pounds. And Carter quickly gets the takedown. 5-4. Now he's got the half. He's going to get near fall.
Yep.
Oh.
Is he going to give him 2?
I don't think he is.
Nope. Not enough time to give him 2. Ahrens defers.
Carter takes down,
Carter.
I believe.
Is that what he did? Yep.
Yep, he'll take down. Trailing 5-4 as we start the second period. Carter 10 wins on the season.
Ahrens is riding way too high. He's either got to put the legs in or got to scoot back because this isn't going to end well for him.
There's a reversal. Look at that. Nice call, Coach.
There you go.
6-5. Jewett with the advantage.
Yeah. Now he wants to break him down, get him down to the mat. Oh, he's going for a tilt here.
He's going to get near fall.
Yep. Going to the diesel there, get a tilt.
Probably 2 points, maybe. I don't
know if he got a count for 3.
Now he's trying to hook up the chicken wing here. He's got chicken wing on his side.
Okay, gave two near fall, and so now he has to give that to him because he saw that the chicken wing is in there. So that pinning combination was over from the tilt.
Now he's walking him around off the half that's with the chicken wing.
Yep.
Leading 8-5 is Carter Jewett. 55 seconds to go in the period.
That'd be different if he was in the middle of the mat, but being off close to the edge, you hate to go out of bounds.
Yep.
Although the rules allow you now to, if you're in a pinning combination, you can pin them off the mat.
And
totally off.
He just needed a little bit more of a circle. 31 seconds to go. And we do got to do a quick shout out now. I know Victoria Sanchez is watching. So quick shout out to Victoria. So again.
How do you know she's watching?
I have my ways.
Oh, okay.
31 of the 8-5 here. Carter Jewett, and they're off the mat. Or did I call it? No, was that a potentially, or they call a clasp of the hands?
I don't know.
He's in the shadows, and they did award 1 point to Adrian Ahrens, makes it 8-6.
Yeah, it must have been a clasp.
I think he had. I think that's what I saw the official, that he clasped the hands when they were rolling, just before they were rolling off the mat. And then, so the 1 point makes it 8-6. With 10 seconds to go in the period. And I think he'll just ride this out.
Yep, that's all he wants to do is just good enough.
And it's Aaron's choice to start the third period. Trailing 8-6, he'll take down. So Ahrens will take down here to start the period at 8-6. Carter Jewett 2 minutes away from picking up a big win here. Looked like he was trying to half down with tilt. Not quite sure it's neither.
Well, I mean, this is actually a great strategy for Jewett to ride him out a little bit. And here he's going for a tilt because you're up by 2. Ride him out for a little bit. If you have to give up 1, you let it escape, you're still up by 1. But now that definitely helps.
He's got 2 near falls coming his way.
Yep. And now he's working on that half. I mean, chicken wing.
11-6 now with the 2-point near fall. Or did they give him 3? They must have given him 3.
They gave him 3.
They did give him 3, and now he's got him again.
He's got a half, but he's a little
Careful.
too high. Keeping his hip. He's got to keep his hips down. Carter has his hips way too high.
And he's going to get 2 more near fall to make it 13-6.
And then
nicely done. Carter got the control back. That was nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I was holding my breath. I couldn't talk here because I went, what's... I was watching his hips were getting way too high. Now he's going to keep him on the mat. God, you got to catch that arm. There we go.
No back points yet.
No.
Now he's getting the count. 24 seconds to go.
Might get a pin here too. Oh, there. Now he's suck it in.
There we go.
Nice job. It's 16 seconds left.
So Carter Jewett picks up the fall with 4:44. And it makes it 31-15. And now it's 172. Ethan Miller.
Don't know if they're sending somebody out or not.
Well, I can't really tell who it is because the music's playing too loud, so I didn't hear who they announced.
They haven't yet.
They haven't yet? Because it could be Kate Olsen-Tinglestead. That is Kate Olsen-Tinglestead against Ethan Miller. Here at 172.
Both are seniors.
Well, he got away from him.
Nice shock. Shock to a lower ankle.
So he got a 2-point takedown. Ethan Miller, again, wrestled down at 165 at the Leo Wolf Invitational in Aberdeen. There's a tilt. And he's going to get near fall points here and a pin. Okay.
Wow, that's not often you see a pin from that tilt, but obviously the Olsen didn't know where his back was.
You got that in 51 seconds, so it's now 31-21. Now we go to 189. Ryer Muskie against Stone Thornton, maybe.
At 189, for the Squirrels, Kate Olsen-Tinglestead, and for the Highlanders, Ryer Muskie.
Okay, not sure what just happened there.
Yeah.
They say, well, you go wrestle again because you're only on the mat for 51 seconds. Can they do that?
No.
I didn't think so.
No.
So it's somebody else out there.
Yeah.
They announced Kate Olsen-Tinglestead in both weight classes.
In the first one and in this one. So let's just presume it's Stone Thornton.
Yeah.
Or the last one was.
Or the last one was Stone. And there's a takedown.
By the Squirrel. And he throws the legs in right away for a riding.
Again, Ryer Muskie wrestling here for Valley City. Ryer, too, just coming off a leg injury. He's only wrestled a couple of times here as of late.
Nope, it's getting back points. Well, it counted once. There the count goes. Ryer's on his back. 42 seconds left to go in first period. Down 2-0, but after the near fall points.
It'll be 4, maybe 5. And the
the
pin. And that will clinch the duel for Central Cass as they're up now 37-21. And now we'll see what the Highlanders, they are going to send someone out here, 2:15. Maybe that's Andon Bulow. So Bulow and Mitchell Mulander. And it's again 21-37 your count. Mitchell Mulander is a junior. And Bulow, a freshman. Off the mat. So my guess is they will just be open at heavyweight then. Will the Highlanders?
Yeah, there's no one else they could even put up there.
Not unless Owen Hunt pulls a Willis Reed and comes racing out of the locker room right before it's matched. And considering that was 1971, that was 53 years ago, there's several people going, who? 58 seconds. We're in the first period here at 2:15. Andon Bulow against Mitchell Mulander.
There's a nice whizzer on there, using that hard. Oh!
Trying to throw it.
Yeah. Both can throw here.
Get back to the
keep him in. Because Nylander has a bear hug on him. Oh. Kept the toe in.
Off the mat. 2-0. Mulander leading. 7 seconds to go here at first period at 2:15. And at the end of the period, Andon's choice. Defer. And Mitchell will say down. 2-0. Mitchell Mulander leading as we start things here in period number 2. Bulow, the eldest of the 4 Bulow boys. There he's, Mulander rolled right into a reversal, now leads at 4-0. And near fall coming up.
Not good when you get a minute and a half and you're on your back. And he's got his hand over his face, smothering him. That's the worst feeling right there.
39 seconds. Or, pardon me, 2:39.
Yeah, 2:39.
For the fall. And Mulander wins that one to make it a 43-21 advantage. And Jennings Cooney
coming out, and they have nobody.
And they will be open for Valley City. So Jennings Cooney will get his arm raised. And that'll make the final 49-21. Central Cass will win this duel, and that will clinch them as at least the number 4 team. And they will be going to state as at least the number 4 seed from the EDC. So we'll be back. We have got junior varsity matches and then the varsity with Fargo Davies and Valley City coming up. This is Highlander Wrestling live on YouTube on the Highlander Activity Network.
Coach, are the wrestlers ready over there? Parents, are you ready over there? All right, let's get this going. All right, the VCHS coaches would like to thank all parents for their support of the wrestlers and our program here at Valley City. This is our Parents' Night recognition. We'll start with the 7th graders. First off, if we can have the birthday boy celebrating his 13th birthday, Mr. Zach Anderson. He's the son of Todd and Christy Anderson. Happy birthday, Zach. Next up, 7th grader Simon Trapp, son of Luke and Lonnie Trapp. Seventh grader Trenton Giesler, son of Brad Giesler and Alicia Giesler. Seventh grader Trevor Mathias, son of Ryan and Dawn Mathias. Seventh grader Haley Ford, daughter of Sean and Stephanie Ford. Eighth grader Gabby Hannig, daughter of Wade and Aaron Hannig. Eighth grader Chase Coughlin, son of Ryan and Marita Coughlin. Eighth grader Leighton Hendrickson, son of Jesse and Jennifer Hendrickson. Manager Sophia Hansen, daughter of Trevor and Sarah Hansen. Manager Ava Ask, daughter of Rudy and Stephanie Ask. Manager Claire Johnson, daughter of Mike Johnson and Bambi Johnson. Seventh grader Bowen and ninth grader Andon Bulow, sons of Aaron and Tara Bulow. Freshman Jaden Sir, son of Darwin and Jen Sir. Freshman Tyson Claybo, son of Matt and Cynthia Claybo. Freshman Hunter Undo, son of Jeremy and Lacey Undo. Sophomore Deegan Kirshenman, daughter of Dustin and Lana Kirshenman. Sophomore Miley Christensen, daughter of Jason and Cindy Christensen. Sophomore Jack Lerood, son of Mike and Sarah Lerood. Sophomore Ryan Muskie, son of Doug and Amber Muskie. Seventh grader Amari Ronsberg, son of Renee Ronsberg. Junior Colton Griebel, son of York and Nikki Griebel. Junior Quincy Corbin, son of Dan Corbin and Annie Bushman. Junior Scott Rohde, son of Jason and Jennifer Rung and Zach and Tiana Rohde. Senior Brooke Bundy, daughter of Tony Bundy and Karen Didier. Senior Ethan Miller, son of Tim and Alyssa Miller. Senior Carter Jewett, son of Wes and Mandy Jewett and Jolene Jewett. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2023-2024 Valley City Highliner Wrestling Team. Once again, the coaches would like to thank all the parents for their support of the wrestling Ladies and gentlemen, please rise, remove your headgear, face the flag, put your right hand over your heart as Sarah Hansen sings our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's bright glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
We're going to do 2 JV matches before the varsity match. We're going to get our face-off here in 1 second. Just working on some technical difficulties. All right, here we go. At 107 pounds for the Eagles of Davies, Hudson Shaw. And for your highlighters, Chase Coughlin. At 114 for the Eagles, Talon Tusherer. And for the highlighters, Zach Anderson. At 121 for the Eagles, Cole Savigno. The highlighters are open. At 127 for the Eagles, Nolan Mack. The highlighters are open. At 133 for the Eagles, Marquez C. And for the highlighters, Colton Griebel. At 145 for the Eagles, Isaiah Stange. And for the highlighters, Hunter Undum. At 145 for the Eagles, I already said his name, but we'll announce it again, Isaiah Stange. And for the highlighters at 45, Jaden 215 pounds for the Eagles, Zach Lilly. And for the Highliners, Andon Bulow. And at heavyweight for the Eagles, Gus Wermeyer. The Highliners are open. All right, if we can have Mr. Miller come out to center of the mat.
We have senior night, parent recognition night. Paul McDonald, Kirk Olson with you.
Mr. Miller. The other day, Ethan picked up his 150th career win.
150 wins for Ethan.
Those wins coming by 10. Congratulations, Ethan.
150 wins. He is 9th all-time. Colton Griebel, who picked up number 164. He is 5th all-time.
Okay.
Our first JV match for the Eagles will be Dimitri Walker. And for the Highliners, Quincy Corbin.
Quincy Corbin getting his 4th match of the night.
Oh, we'll see here now.
How tired is he going to be?
That's right.
Dimitri Walker, a sophomore. And again, Austin, a junior. We have 2 junior varsity matches here with Davies and Valley City. And then we'll get into our varsity matches. Again, Davies 8-1 coming in to play tonight. Well, there was a tilt that rolled into it, and Corbin is quickly on his back 2-point takedown there for Walker.
And getting back points, too.
Davies, several ranked wrestlers. We'll talk about that when we get into our varsity match. And there's the pin for Walker. Comes 41 seconds in.
Winner by fall for the Eagles, Dimitri Walker.
So it is 6-0.
Our second JV match for the Eagles, Marcus Julin. And for the Highliners, Jack Leroux.
So Jack Leroux and Marcus Jula, a sophomore. And Jack, the 8th grader. A sophomore, pardon me. He's a sophomore as well.
Jack is, yeah.
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 A couple of sophomores here.
I think we should nickname him the Undertaker.
That's his music, isn't it?
I don't know.
Is it his
I
walk-in music?
I forgot to listen to that.
Well, he didn't wrestle varsity. You don't get walk-up music in
you
JV.
don't? Okay.
I had that argument with Leighton Hendrickson during baseball season last year. He said, do we get walk-up music? I said, kid, you're playing junior varsity. No.
Yeah.
Get into the varsity, we'll play walk-up music
Yep.
for you.
Exactly.
So Jack Leroux here. Again, this is Marcus Jala, the sophomore, here at 160. Our last JV match. And then a varsity match tonight.
Nice shoot. Nice shot there by Jack. Oh.
Ooh, Jack, there's takedown and a near fall.
I don't
That
know.
was quick.
I don't think Jack did anything. I think the kid rolled to his back.
And no near fall points were awarded. .34 seconds to go here in the first period. Our junior varsity match.
Oh, Jack's working on a half Nelson there. 23 seconds left. Gotta put it on a little tighter, Jack. Get that neck in your elbow.
Don't want to get off balance. He's got him chest to chest.
5-4.
Yeah, 3 seconds.
3 seconds left. Nice job, Jack Leroux.
Way to go, The Undertaker. So that was, I believe, our final JV match.
Surprised there was only 2.
Yeah. So now we'll get into our varsity matches here at 107. Chase Coughlin.
Did they flip the coin?
Yes, they did.
I missed it. So we're odd.
We're odds. Yep. And people would call us odd
Yes.
all the time. Hudson Shaw.
Yep, Hudson Shaw at 107, ninth grader.
So as we are now into our varsity matches, just a quick check here again with the Davies 8-1 in conference play. And they will be the number 2 team out of the EDC. They lost to Cheyenne in their only matchup. And they are 9-9. Davies has wrestled some tough teams. They are 1-8 outside of the EDC this year.
Wow.
That have that 8-1 EDC record. Get that number 2 seed. .112 to go. We're in the first period. Chase Coughlin and Hudson Shaw. Still waiting for some kind of quick shoot there.
Trying to pick an ankle there, and Chase with the underhook.
In case you missed it, Chase is the wrestler of the week. Farmers Union Insurance
Got a
Wrestler
nice
of the
double leg here. Single. Hudson Shaw's trying to just grab on and hope for a stalemate, but I think Chase is still walking over. Hasn't got a 2 yet. Oh, the stalemate. Ref didn't look up at the clock to see only 6 seconds left. He could have probably let that one just play out. Oh, little ankle pick there by Shaw.
And Shaw will defer.
Nope.
Or Chase did.
Chase deferred to Hudson Shaw. Shaw picked down. You can't multitask. That's a problem.
I can't. I should just tell people, leave me alone.
I can't either.
I'm working.
I can't either. I'm a man.
Well, I can multitask. I can do PA and call play-by-play for baseball. But
yeah, you can.
This is different.
Yeah, that's true.
Because if I have to text, I have to use my fingers. Still no score here as we are a minute and a half here.
Chase Coughlin doing a great job of following on that. Just staying behind the elbows. Now he's trying to set up a tilt, I think.
Thought maybe it was going to be the butcher or the crossface.
Well, the one thing about younger wrestlers is they don't go from one move to another, and that's the veterans that are experienced. They go quick, move. And, he was going for a tilt, then he goes to crossface, and he's still in that crossface, so here we get a stalemate.
So we go back up to restart with 58 seconds to go first period. Still no score here at 107. A whole lot going on here.
No. But he's riding him out.
Yeah.
I mean, Shaw chose down and hoping to get an escape here, and we're 30 seconds left of the second period, and now they just called Shaw warning for stalling because he hasn't been trying to get up to his base.
15 seconds to go.
Hold on to him, Chase.
Attaboy.
There you go, brought him down. That's a nice job riding out for a whole 2 minutes.
Right. Now I know, and
especially with the little weights at
With- yeah,
107.
yeah,
Heavyweights, you see them roll around all the time like that. 2 minutes, but no, that was a nice job.
no, I know in college wrestling at one time. Now it's been a while since I've really paid attention to the college wrestling. They had riding time.
Yep. Once you get a minute of riding time, you can gain a point at the end. Oh, that was a nice roll.
Three near fall, so it's 3-0.
Gosh, unfortunately, Chase Coughlin was going to do a roll there, and Shaw just let him loose for a little bit, rolled, and got right into a half. And Shaw went ahead and pinned him.
4:37.
Winner by fall for the Eagles, Hudson Shaw.
So Shaw picks up the fall.
And that's too bad, too. Chase did an excellent job that second period riding the whole time.
114 for the Eagles, Talon Duksher.
So Talon Dusher, the 8th grader,
Open.
and the Highlanders are going to be open at 114. That's why they sent out an 8th grader, maybe. That makes it a 12-0 advantage.
21 pounds. The Highlanders are open.
And the Highlanders are open at 121.
Cole Savageau, 8th grader also. And they got to send someone out. And
we're open at 127.
Pounds for the Eagles, Nolan Mack. The Highlanders are open.
Nolan Mack, the 8th grader. And now it is now 24-0. Here we go, Colton Griebel.
Highlanders, Colton Griebel. And for the Eagles, Marcus Sine.
Marcus Sinney.
The sophomore. So here we go, 133, the top-ranked wrestler in the state, Colton Griebel.
To take down Griebel.
Already picked up his 35th win of the season earlier tonight. 164th of his career. Berglund is next on the list at 169 at number 4.
And a
And
pin.
Nolan Mack, who
31
just
seconds in.
31 seconds in, with the fall. So that makes it a 24-6 lead for Davies. Now we move up to 139. And Colton Mack, who just got his hand raised in a forfeit. Luke Conroy, I believe is who they said. The music was playing again. Did not hear, but I think it said Luke Conroy. And Hunter at 139.
No, we're at 145. Shouldn't we?
Oh, it's 139.
I thought we left open. We left open at 133 and moved Colton up to 139.
Is that what they did?
Yeah. That's what I believe they did, but maybe not.
No whistle. We have a blood timeout.
Blood time.
Yep. Well, on the scoreboard, it has 139. I know that Hunter is at 145 weight class. And Conroy is also 145.
Well, I thought they raised Nolan Mack's arm for 133.
Because the way I had it was Tusher, Savageau, and Mack at 14, 21, and 27. And then Griebel at 133 defeated Marcus Sine.
And not to forget Doc Mitchell.
No, Nolan Mack got his. We had Hudson Shell at 107.
Yep. Was it Talon Tusher?
Yep.
At 114.
And then Cole Savino.
Savageau was open at 121. The Highlanders were open.
Well,
And then Mack at 127. But did they raise someone else?
Maybe. Yeah. Okay. I wrote that on there. I didn't think he would be down there, but yeah.
Well, and he is ranked. He's a ranked Noah Mack is ranked at 133 at number. He's ranked 4th in the state at 133. So instead of having him going up against Colton Grebo, they sent him out at 127 to get his hand raised. And then Marcus Sign, who is not ranked,
and he's only an 8th grader,
was the sacrificial lamb.
Who's on first?
What's on second? I don't know who's on third. Oh, boy.
And Hunter at the nice double leg takedown. It doesn't have it yet. Needs to finish it. Hook the, yep. Oh, not wrong leg to hook.
2 takedowns.
Yep. There he got 2.
So it's 2-0. Undham leading here. 48 seconds to go. We're at 139. No near fall here.
No. I'm trying to see what he just has the arm.
Has the chicken wing there. Trying to go into a half. Still vertical.
Yeah. He's too loose on that chicken wing arm.
18 seconds to go here in the first period.
There, now he's going to run one over. Oh, still not getting it.
Undham he's going to have 2 near fall.
He's got 2. There's a count.
Yeah.
Only going to get 2.
4-0 for Undham, leading as the end of the first period. Conroy will get the call. He's going to say, on the choice, he'll say down.
Conroy chooses down to begin the second.
So as we start the second period. Rolled through that one.
Looking to the diesel tilt there and just continued rolling through. He's got to get him down to the mat first. This is a predicament here.
For who? For Hunter.
Yep.
There's a reversal. That's at 4-2. So 4-2 now. Undham trailing Conroy.
And he has Hunter
And the
in
pin.
a pin.
Oh, that comes at 2:44.
Hunter Undham up 4-2 and then gets caught in a cradle and gets pinned.
And he actually was in control of that match.
Yeah, he was.
So now we should be getting up to 145. Yep.
The Eagles, Isaiah Stang.
Isaiah Stang.
Well,
And for your highliners, Jaden Sir.
Jaden Sir at 145. Stang, a freshman.
both Stang and Sewer look similar in stature and size and everything here.
Davies, despite that 9-9 overall dual record, ranked 5th in the state, number 1 in the East region in the rankings. But in the standings, they're 2nd behind Cheyenne.
Yeah, they had some sickness run through their room last week.
Yep. That's why they lost their match to West Fargo. And that is their only, and it's tough when you're wrestling, you're going for that first place in the conference and be that number 1 seed out of the East, and that happens. And you're going against the best, your next best team. 54 seconds to go here in the first period. Still no score at 145. Jaden Sir and Isaiah Stang.
Yeah, no one wants any action here and trying to change levels, and really no setup going.
Keenan Speece, the head coach at Davies. Memory serves, he was at Fargo North for a few years and then Moorhead State.
Yep.
I want to say that's where he was before Moorhead State. He was at North High, then went to Moorhead State, now back at Davies.
Yep. He's a Shanley graduate. He wrestled back in the day when I was there.
Okay. Well, you were here. He was there.
He was there, yes. You're right. Oh, nice little fireman's there. Good defense by Sewer. No takedown, nothing.
So we're going to be scoreless heading into the second period. Jaden's choice. He is going to take. Defer. Yeah. Down.
Deferring.
Okay.
Down.
And they look to the coach, and is it the coach that maybe knows what your strength is, or
Yeah.
there's an escape just like that. Quickly on his feet and got the escape. 1-0. Stang leading.
Yeah, and refs will probably usually put themselves in a position to look past. They ask the kid and the coaches, they look to the coach, and then the official should look to the coach anyway. So,
Right.
But they usually position themselves so they can see the coach, what he's saying before they even ask him.
Minute 18 here in the second period. 1-0. Stang leading. Got an escape right away to start the period. 145 pounds. Another Highliner Sports, the Highliner boys basketball team down in Lisbon. They were up by 13 starting the fourth quarter against the Broncos. Girls were following. Shooting in on the single.
Oh, yep, nice. Deep in on it, got to finish it. Strange just locking in on it. Going to try to get a stalemate.
Half minute to go here in the period. So 2 points for Stang. Now leads 3-0. And rolled right through that.
There, now he should have 2, but I guess that was given to him a little early. I didn't know who was in control there.
Yeah. I think the official is maybe rethinking that too. And that's the end of the period.
Yeah, worked out for him.
3-0 as we head into the third period. Jaden will have the decision. He'll take down. So it's our final 2 minutes here in this 145-pound match. Davies leading at 30-6.
We're not expected to win this duel.
No.
So with sickness coming through our room now, and
already
has a bar arm half Nelson here.
Minute and a half. There's a sit down.
Jaden's looking a little tired. He's
Yeah.
not. Oh, here comes
Front
a
cradle?
quarter.
No, quarter.
It's a quarter Nelson. You hook the back leg and then you come from underneath and have a head and arm. Yeah. Stang's not being able to do anything for Sewer, but Sewer needs to really start moving, and he's in.
There's the warning.
Yeah.
And the referee kind of bent over and said something to him.
Oh yeah, he's telling him you got to move, you got to try to get up.
40 seconds to go.
Yeah, you at least got to keep your head up, and he's not doing that. And he's staying flat.
Well, the official probably just going to let this period go out and not.
Yeah, he might hit him with another stall to give him a point, but
he's got to his
Jaden
base.
has to move. He has to try to get a stand-up sit-out. I haven't seen him do anything yet.
Final seconds taken off here
And
in the
he
third.
got rode out the whole period, so
Stang wins it 3-0 and makes our team score 33-6. Now we move up to 152.
At 152 for the Eagles, Lucas Seltzer.
So Lucas Seltzer, the junior.
Highliners, Tyson Lego.
Got Tyson. Seltzer again, the junior. Selzler. There's two L's there. I was hoping to see Wyatt Kosadowski. He's ranked at 152.
think we'll see him at 160.
Possibly, unless they're going to let him rest out. He is the number one ranked 152-pounder.
He's a what rank?
Number one.
Number one, okay. As a sophomore.
That was a sophomore. And they can't wrestle two up. They wouldn't pair him with Ethan.
Yeah, they might. You can.
You could go up two.
I think
you can go up two, but not down two, I'm guessing, depending on where he weighed in at.
Yeah, I don't know.
But we'll see. Right
Yeah.
now at 152, Selzler leading 2-0 over Tyson Claybo, and there's off the mat. With 58 seconds to go here in the first period at 152. Really, this has been a nondescript duel so far. We haven't had any big matchups.
Nope.
Davies is both teams, Davies and Fargo or Valley City, just trying to get out of there healthy, get ready for the East Region next week.
Mm-hmm.
And if Davies does stay at that number 2 spot in the EDC, they would match up with the number 3 team out of the West, which I believe is Williston, in the opening round of the state tournament. It is Williston. They're tied with Century for number 2 out West. Final 5 seconds here in the first period. Selzler. And no near fall. We'll keep it 2-0 heading into the second period. He'll defer. Claybo. We'll say it.
Claybo even shook his shoulder. I don't know.
Yeah, what do you want?
Because sometimes the coach just, you pick.
Yep.
You know, what do you feel comfortable with?
I know this is going to sound odd, as we're waiting for something to off the mat, but the choice there for a wrestler, neutral, up, down, really similar to an in baseball pitcher if he wants to go from the windup or go from the stretch. What are you comfortable with?
Yep.
What do you feel is your strength?
Yep.
And yes, 2 weeks until pitchers and catchers report. For the Twins, it's on Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Double leg there for Selzler. Now he's got the takedown. Takes a 4-0 lead. Minute 15 to go, second period.
Yeah, I don't know if that's down, up, or riding. I mean, if you don't know, I almost think you should go on top.
Yeah.
And see what you can do riding, because like Tyson here, we haven't seen what he can do riding. He's tall and lanky. You know, maybe that's what they should have went with instead of the neutral, or usually when you're down, you go down so you can get an escape.
Yep.
But the Sessler here just rode him out. So probably should have picked up on that and see what he can do riding.
20 seconds to go in the period, still 4-0. Lucas Selzler leading Tyson Claybo here at 152. Out of the outcome of, this is a major, tech, or pin that would clinch the duel for Davies. And now it is Selzer will take neutral. As we start the third period, 4-0. Selzer and Tyson Clabo.
I like that. Clabo went for a headlock, just went aggressive, go for the headlock, go for it. Got a little sloppy.
And went down, 6-0 off the takedown. Minute 41 to go here in the third period. Off the restart. I believe our official is Nielsen out of Lisbon.
No, I thought he was out of Fargo.
Was this one out of Fargo? I didn't get, normally I get the name of the official beforehand.
Okay.
I didn't tonight. I'm just guessing. That's what happens when you guess. I'm not going to say assume. I'll just give you. 105 remaining, third period, 6-0. Selzer leading here at 1:52. Davies leads the duel 33-6.
Working with a corkscrew here.
Final 45 seconds.
Oh.
Officials saying something again, takes the whistle out of his mouth. I'm sure there's a lot of chirping going on by the official, or not chirping, but a conversation.
Yeah, talking to him, you want action, but I think right now, he may hit Clabo with a stall, but, what are you to do when he's going from maneuver to maneuver?
Yeah.
Not much you can do, but nice job for Clabo to
6-0.
6-0.
So that is a decision, makes it 36-6. Now to 160. Carter. So Derek Day, the sophomore.
Derek Day drops down to 160.
Normally it's at the 160. He's a sophomore. Carter Jewett, the senior. Carter picked up a fall against Adrian Ahrens in our first duel tonight against Central Cass. 11th win of the year for Carter.
Oh, slipped on an ankle and 2-point takedown for Carter.
And then the whistle brings it back to restart with Carter leading 2-0, minute 18 to go for your first period. That'll be, they'll give him the escape. Day looks like he's about 4 or 5 inches taller than Carter. Carter goes in for the double. He's going to get the takedown, 4-1. Jewett leading. Minute to go here in the first period. Carter, I think, trying. The arm is tight against the body by Day, and he's trying to get it loose so he can get in there and get in the chicken wing or a half. There's is that an underhook? No, it's a half.
Yep. Bar arm. Now he slipped over to the bar arm trying to half Nelson. There he has the bar arm, half Nelson. Going to switch it back to this side again.
He's going side to side.
Yeah, hopping over.
12 seconds to go here in the first period. Still 4-1. Carter Jewett leading Derek Day. And that's the way this first period will end. And it'll be Carter's choice of the second. He'll defer. Day.
Day chooses neutral.
It will be up neutral here to start the second period. Carter gets a quick. Whoa, look out, look out, look out. Too high.
Out of bounds, nothing. Didn't have his toes in.
Got him off the mat, or it would have been at least a takedown for Day. 140 to go, we start neutral.
Oh, nice single leg on Carter. Gonna grab it. Oh, I thought he was gonna grab the head.
I thought he was going to try to get him a front cradle with that.
Yep, I did too. Take him down from a front cradle from the feet.
Minute 18 here in the period. 6-1. He did get the takedown. Now off the mat they go. And they get ready here to restart with 1:17 remaining.
Carter's going to go right back to that bar arm and half Nelson and switch to each side. And he's got him down flat on the mat.
Well, if he get him over.
Yeah, he should.
And he's got him chest to chest. Carter's
Oh,
got the
there's a
pin.
pin.
Boy, he did not waste time
No.
on that call. 4-2-13. 3-13. There we go. The period, or of the match. So Carter Jewett 2-0 tonight. 12 wins on the year. Way to go, young man. They're the senior. That is Wyatt Kosadowski. So you've got the number 2 ranked wrestler at 172 and the number 1 ranked wrestler at 152.
So this is Kosadowski?
This is Wyatt Kosadowski, who was ranked number 1 at 152. Ethan, number 2, at 172. So this is a marquee matchup, even though they're not in their same weight class.
No.
Two very good wrestlers.
That Wyatt Kosadowski, he looks like he does not look like a 152 pounder.
Right. Of course, now that's where he's ranked. That doesn't mean that maybe he has moved up.
Yep.
And in weight class.
Nice low single.
The second poll, he was number 2 at 160.
Okay.
And he leads 2-0 here. So he was wrestling at 160, and now is number 1 at 152. Leads 2-0. 23 seconds to go first period.
Well, where's Arahu on there?
He's number 1
At what?
at 172.
At 172.
He's
That's what I think most guys are.
Trying to avoid.
Yeah.
LJ out of Bismarck.
And I don't know. Is Ethan gonna? What's he ranked at?
He's ranked number 2, right behind LJ at 172. But
Yeah.
there's thoughts that he may go into the postseason at 189
Yeah.
or drop down to 160.
Yeah, I've heard that too. So
There's a tilt.
Oh, he got a little high.
Oh, ran out of time,
Yeah.
and they're going to get 2 near fall points. So it's 4-0.
4-0, yeah. He's deferring. Miller is choosing neutral.
As we start the second period with Kozadowski up 4-0.
There's a nice single leg. Good sprawl on Kozadowski there. The other thing I don't like about these lights is you can't see Coach Miller over there.
Yeah.
See how he's reacting with everything.
Sprawling out the single leg for Miller.
Miller has a single leg. Well, you can hear Tim coaching. His voice carries.
It does.
You know, and that's an easy call to make when you got two really good wrestlers. They're going to grab onto the. One has a single leg, the other one grabs a single leg, and they just sit there, wait till you call a stalemate. It's quicker to call as an official when you got two good wrestlers going.
Yeah. 1 minute, coming up on 1 minute to go, second period. Still Kozadowski leading 4-0.
Yeah.
Shoots in on a single.
Miller's definitely been the aggressor in this half. Now he's picking up a single. Trying to stretch to a double leg. Can't get that. Zadowski's, now he just has to break him down.
.34 seconds in the period. This is
a nice little scramble, but Miller's down flat on the mat. This isn't a good spot to be in. He's just holding on to that single leg. He let go of it. Ouch, that hurts.
Takedown for Kozadowski, now leads at 6-0. And I want to say it's Kozadowski's choice in the third period.
Yep, he's got figure four on the leg of Miller. He let that go.
That'll be the end of the period.
Yep.
Kozadowski will take down, leading 6-0 as we start the third period. This is our seventh match.
Nice
here.
little spiral there. Oh. Miller's still in control, but Sadowski is going to do a Langless here. Now Miller's just holding on to the single leg. He let go of it and reversal.
See, we weren't paying attention to our phones, and we both were told by Tim Miller that Kozadowski was going to be bumped up. And he told us that right when the match started about half an hour ago. Says he's number one at 160, but according to the poll that I have in front of me, he's number one at 152. But he's been number two at 160 all year, so I think I might have misprint. It's a moot point right now, 8-0. Kozadowski leading here at 172 with 55 seconds to go in the third period. Right now it's a major. Kozadowski looks like he wants to try to hook the, thought about a cradle there, didn't do. Now stalling warning on Ethan and a stalemate.
Well, Miller's got 39 seconds to decide what he wants to do here.
Half minute to go in the period.
You hate to see Ethan lose his final match as a senior in Valley.
Yep.
But he's also wrestling a really good wrestler.
He's also, yes, he's also wrestling number one. Yep, absolutely. Got the chicken wing there. That's Kozadowski. 8 seconds to go in the period.
He's just going to hold on to it.
Yeah. He's trying to walk him around, but
it's
not going to happen.
That's for show.
Well, he's not even, couldn't get him. So it'll be a major decision. Kozadowski wins 8-0. Makes it a 40-12 advantage now for Davies. And that will lock up the match, the duel for them.
189 pounds for the Eagles, Malachi Wermeyer, and for the Highliners, Ryer Muskie.
So Ryer Muskie, and we talked about him earlier, Malachi Wermeyer.
Yep.
Dad Wayne, one of the assistant coaches for Davies. Younger brother Gus is a heavyweight. As we get started here at 189.
Yeah. Oh, nice pancake. Didn't hold on to it. Oh.
2 points for Wermeyer. Minute 15 to go here in period number 1, 2-0. Malachi Wermeyer leading. Ryer Muskie earlier tonight lost to Cade Olsen-Tinglestead by fall off the mat.
It was him?
Yep,
Okay.
I checked on Track Wrestling, and
Okay.
Caden Graber was who they put up against Miller, and Ethan won in 51 seconds by pin, and then Cade Olsen-Tinglestead defeated Ryer Muskie by fall.
All right.
I, what is the word? I consulted the Bible, Track Wrestling.
I think Ryer with that toss on Wermeyer sort of irritated him because he's like working hard here, going from move to move to move. Now he's going to throw the legs in for the last 26 seconds.
Still leading 2-0.
Well, he's got Ryer on his back.
And there's the pin with 5 seconds remaining here in the period. Malachi Wermeyer picks up the fall, makes it 46-12 Davies.
At 215 pounds for the Eagles, Zach Lilly.
Zach Lilly
And
and Bulow. Lilly is senior.
two, take down Lilly.
And Zach Andon the freshman. And Lilly quick off to a 2-0 advantage. And Kozadowski, I was going to look at Nolan Mack and Kozadowski, the only 2 ranked wrestlers for Davies. One of those teams that just really balanced up and down the lineup. Back points coming up here for Lilly. A minute 15 to go here in the first period. He'll get 3 near fall to take a 5-0 lead.
I don't know what they're feeding their kids in that house, but the Bulows, the younger brother's 7th grade, 90 pounds. Andon's a freshman, 215. So
Bowen,
they must force him to eat in 8th grade.
So 1 minute 14 seconds on the fall for Lilly.
Winner by fall for the Eagles, Zach Lilly.
And that makes the dual score 52-12. And we'll be open at heavyweight.
For the Eagles, Gus Wermeyer.
So Gus will not get to see wrestle. So he gets his arm raised, makes the final 58-12. As the Highliners give out 4
We have 2 JV matches.
of the weight classes with 4 open weight classes.
Our first JV match will be for the Eagles, Grayson Wall.
So they're going to have
Highliners, Quincy Corbin.
Quincy
Corbin.
That's his 5th one tonight. Corbin just saying, I'm not done yet. He's 3-1 tonight.
He's 145 pounds, so they must have a lot of 145 pounders.
They have
out
one,
there.
2. They only have 2 on the roster.
Oh,
But Grayson Wald is one of them, and he is an 8th grader. Luke Conway already wrestled. So Corbin's got 2 points for a takedown.
hey, you got to wrestle to get experience. So
Yep.
Corbin's saying, you know what?
Mat
I'll go,
time.
coach. I'll go, coach.
All right, they got another 145. Who wants to go? Everyone just looks at Quincy.
Yeah, exactly.
They didn't
Why
have to
not?
raise his
Why
hand.
not? And there's
And
a
it's
pin.
a pin. He goes 4-1 tonight.
Yeah.
Way to go, Quincy.
No kidding. Hey, they said there's 2 JV matches, so
He might wrestle
he
again.
might wrestle again. Nope, I guess
Nope.
not.
For the Eagles, Marcus Jolin.
So it's going to be
For the Highliners, Leighton Hendrickson.
so Marcus Jarla, the sophomore, and Leighton Hendrickson, the 8th grader.
Who is this that's out there for?
Leighton Hendrickson for Valley City.
Yeah.
And Marcus Jala, who's already wrestled once in the JVs.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say.
Yep, he
Wasn't
wrestled
out
earlier. And so this is
there? In
the
what weight?
160
160
is what they have him listed as. And I apologize, I did not write down the JV matches that we had earlier. I know one was Quincy Corbin.
Mm-hmm.
Won't get that one wrong.
No.
So again, this is the final JV match. And Jala, the sophomore.
So Leighton's only an 8th grader. I
He's
didn't
only
know
an
that.
8th grader, yep.
I see him on the baseball field this summer. So
Oh, yeah. You'll see him a lot around the batting cage. Take down there.
Yeah.
Junior high, one of the students of the month
Yeah.
this month.
It's hard for me to see some of these kids that they're so big.
When you see him up close.
Well, people won't believe it, but when I was in 8th grade, I wrestled 85 pounds. It's so fun to go talk to 80-pounders now and say, hey, look, this is what you get to look like when you get
This is
to
your
my
future.
age.
This is your future, boys. Enjoy. Well, when I was student manager for wrestling in high school for 2 years, I was skinny because I was ill. Had some issues health-wise. So I was the sparring partner for a 95-pounder because there was nobody else that was that
Tiny?
small. And so I let him throw me around the mat for a while because just give him a chance to work on some moves. Richard Bond was his name. Great guy. He took it easy on me because he knew I was just there to help him work on some moves. And at the end of the first period, Leighton Hendrickson leading 2-1.
I sit and talk about Leighton being an 8th grader at that 172, but then you got Owen Hunt.
Yeah, 8th grader at 800 pounds.
285, yeah, no kidding.
And
8th grader.
We've talked about with Owen and the man muscles.
Mm-hmm.
You know, once he gets into his body, gets the man muscles that are sure to come, it's in the Hunt genes. There's a single leg there by Leighton. And they are off the mat. Asked his dad, Jesse, when they came in, okay, he's student of the month. Where's he get the brains from? Yeah, I don't know, but what are the criteria for it? He has. Oh, good attendance. You're good to your fellow students and other people.
2 takedown Hendrickson.
And there's another takedown, leading now 5-1.
1 escape job.
Leighton already is looking forward to the baseball season. We were talking about it.
Sure.
He is can't wait.
Yeah, we got registration coming up this Sunday.
I was
that's-
thinking about that. Absolutely. 4:30 here at the Hack in the lobby. Only you parents out there have baseball players in your family, ages 13 to 18. We're getting registering for summer ball.
And it is our annual meeting for the
Yep.
Valley City Baseball Association, so
You can stick around and see what we do.
absolutely.
1 escape job.
Of course, a good summer of baseball last year for Valley City with the Cal Ripken state champs. The Babe Ruth team getting to the state tournament, taking third.
Yeah.
Talked with Brooks Brown last night. He said he will be back for another year coaching the Babe Ruth kids.
He is, okay.
Yep, he said I'll be back.
I missed the last 2 meetings, so I'm not in the loop of who we all got set up to coach us on. Nice pancake.
Take. And being got it in the final 25 seconds. Layton got the pin. Good way to finish the night.
Absolutely.
So the Layton Hendrickson with the fall. And the wins it here in our final JV match and our final match of the night. So just a quick recap. What happened again here earlier this evening? Central Cass winning 49-21. The winners for Valley City, Chase Coughlin won 6-4 at 107. Colton Grable, he won by fall at 133. Carter Jewett won by fall at 160. And Ether Miller won by fall at 172. Those are the winners for Valley City. And the match just completed. Davies winning at 58-12. And Carter Jewett and Colton Grable, the 2 winners for Valley City, both by falls. And, of course, Highlanders they gave up 24 points because they had 4 open weight classes here tonight.
Yeah.
So Valley City will finish the conference season at 2-8, and they'll finish the regular season 5-12. The East Region tournament is what's next now for Valley City. And, again, that will be, speaking of Fargo Davies, at Fargo Davies here next weekend for the boys. And the girls' East Region will be at Carrington coming up next weekend. And again, we're hoping that we'll have all 6 of our girls that will be wrestling here in a couple weeks. Victoria get herself back out there, and Haley Ford, who have been on the shelf here, and hopefully get those 2 young ladies back and join the other 4. Deegan Kirschman, Gabby Hannig, Miley Christensen, and Brooke Bundy as our other 4 young ladies, and they will be in Carrington for the East Region Tournament. Well, it's going to wrap up the wrestling here for Valley City. Kirk, again, thanks for joining me. Appreciate it.
No problem. I love doing it.
Well, we always enjoy having you here, and it's becoming a comedy team. We have fun when we do this.
Yeah, we are a bunch of clowns, aren't we?
We are a bunch of clowns, yes. But tonight, again,
we'll agree.
The Highlanders drop a couple of night here on Parents' Night, 49-21 to Central Cass, 58-12 to Fargo Davies. My thanks to our technical crew tonight in Rain Nelson and Leighton Coleman, and along with Taylor Fiedler joining us tonight in our technical crew. Appreciate you, ladies. And thanks to you joining us. Again, we'll be back. More action next week with basketball. And, of course, we'll have Coach's Corner on Wednesday night and our next basketball game next Thursday as the boys will be, or the girls will be here at home against Northern Cass, wrapping up the regular season. For Kirk Olson, Paul McDonald saying thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week. So long from the Hack.